Chosen ones, you have been set apart to carry a unique spirit in this world. There is a mystery about why those marked by the divine often reflect the innocence and wonder of a child. This is not a coincidence, but a powerful reflection of the divine nature embedded within you. A childlike spirit holds an openness that allows the flow of divine wisdom, unfiltered by the worries of the world. You have seen how a child embraces life with unshakable faith, pure joy, and an eagerness to explore. For the chosen ones, this mirrors a higher calling. The truth is, being childlike is not a sign of weakness but of strength. It is a gateway to deeper spiritual truths. The purity of heart, the openness to learning, and the ability to forgive swiftly are all qualities that align with divine power. The childlike spirit allows you to live in the present moment without the heavy burdens of the past or anxieties of the future. This openness, this vulnerability, is a key to unlocking spiritual growth. But why does the divine want you to hold on to this nature? Why must the chosen ones maintain a childlike spirit in a world that demands seriousness and maturity? The answer lies in the balance between innocence and wisdom. Just as a child relies on their parents' guidance, you, chosen ones, must trust in the divine with the same simplicity. In doing so, the divine plan for your life unfolds effortlessly. But remember, this childlike essence is not about naivety. It's about connection to the divine source that flows through you. Let us embark on this journey to uncover why you, as chosen ones, are called to embrace a childlike spirit. Innocence is not simply a lack of wrongdoing. It is the pure lens through which the chosen ones see the world. From birth, this innocence acts as a shield, protecting you from the darker sides of life, allowing you to connect with higher realms without interference. This purity is not easily shaken, even when the world tries to steal it away through trials and tribulations. The chosen ones possess a unique ability to remain pure in heart, regardless of the challenges faced. This childlike purity is what allows divine wisdom to flow freely into your life. It's as if the divine keeps your heart soft, unburdened by the calluses that come from years of hurt. The world tries to shape you into its mold, but you resist, holding on to the innocence that aligns you with the divine's plans. This purity is not just an internal state, it reflects outwardly. Others see it in your actions, your compassion, your willingness to forgive. It's as if the divine light within you radiates in everything you do. This childlike innocence grants you the power to walk through life with joy, untainted by the bitterness that infects so many others. But what is it about innocence that makes it so powerful? Innocence is not about ignorance, but about a deep trust. Children trust without hesitation. In the same way, the chosen ones are called to trust the divine with all their heart. This trust unlocks divine favor, guiding your steps in ways you could never predict. Yeshua once said, "Unless you become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven." His words were not just for the moment, but a reminder for every chosen one to hold on to that childlike faith and purity. In this world, maintaining that innocence is your first step toward accessing divine power. You are not weak because of it, you are stronger. Yet innocence is fragile. The world wants to take it from you, to break the purity that keeps you connected to the divine. But the chosen ones must protect it, even when the world presses in. Your innocence is your anchor, your divine link. Without it, the spiritual doors begin to close and the connection weakens. But what happens when the innocence is lost? Can it ever be restored? Or is it gone forever, leaving a void that cannot be filled? Faith is a force that moves mountains, but childlike faith, pure, unwavering, and untarnished by doubt, holds even more profound power. The chosen ones carry a unique ability to trust in the unseen, much like a child who trusts in the care of a parent. This kind of faith doesn't question how or why things will unfold, it simply believes that they will. In a world full of skepticism, holding on to childlike faith seems foolish to many. But for the chosen ones, it is a path to unlocking the hidden power within. This faith allows you to walk through closed doors, face impossible odds, and still emerge victorious. It is not about blind optimism, but about a deep-rooted trust in the divine plan for your life. Think about how a child leaps without fear, knowing they will be caught. That is the essence of childlike faith, the complete confidence that the divine will catch you in moments of uncertainty. But the world challenges this faith. Doubt creeps in when the path isn't clear, when things don't happen according to your timeline. Yet, maintaining this pure faith is what distinguishes the chosen ones. Yeshua often spoke about faith like a child. He said, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." The chosen ones understand that childlike faith isn't concerned with the size of the obstacle. It focuses on the power behind the faith itself. But faith is more than belief, it is an action. It requires the chosen ones to step out, even when they cannot see the entire path ahead. Much like a child walking in trust, you are called to take the first step without needing to know the final destination. This kind of faith unlocks divine intervention in ways that logic and reason cannot. Yet maintaining childlike faith in a world that glorifies doubt is no easy task. There are moments when the challenges feel insurmountable. In those moments, can faith alone carry you through? Can the chosen ones rely solely on this invisible force, or is there something more that needs to be done? Joy and laughter are often dismissed as fleeting emotions, but for the chosen ones, they are powerful spiritual tools. A child's joy is pure, infectious, and untainted by the complexities of life. The chosen ones carry this same childlike joy within, using it as a light to guide themselves and others through even the darkest of times. This joy doesn't come from external circumstances, it comes from within, a gift placed by the divine to sustain you. When the world grows heavy, it is this inner joy that lifts you up, reminding you of your higher purpose. Laughter, too, plays its part. It is a release, a reminder that despite the weight of the world, the soul remains light. The world often tries to steal this joy. Situations arise, people disappoint, and life's struggles press in. But the chosen ones have learned to guard their joy as a sacred gift. To laugh, even when the world frowns, is to claim victory over adversity. It's not about ignoring reality, it's about choosing to rise above it. Think of how a child laughs freely without the constraints of social expectations or fear of judgment. The chosen ones, too, are called to embrace this freedom. Joy and laughter are not mere reactions to happiness. They are the tools of spiritual warfare. They cut through the tension, dismantling fear and inviting divine light into the darkest places. But joy is fragile, and the world seeks to diminish it at every turn. How do you maintain your light when the world is filled with sorrow and hardship? Is it possible for the chosen ones to keep laughing when the weight of life becomes unbearable? One of the most defining traits of the chosen ones is their ability to move through life without being weighed down by worldly concerns. Much like children, who trust fully in the protection and provision of their parents, the chosen ones place their trust in the divine, knowing that every need will be met in its perfect time. In the chaos of modern life, where worry seems to be the default state, this childlike freedom from stress is both a gift and a challenge. To the outside world, you may appear detached or naive, but in reality, this trust in divine protection is a profound act of faith. You have learned that worry does nothing to change circumstances, but trusting the divine transforms everything. The world urges you to plan, to control, to worry about things beyond your reach. Yet, as chosen ones, you understand that true freedom comes from releasing control and allowing the divine to direct your steps. The divine is your protector, your guide, and your provider. Like a child who walks with the assurance of a parent's protection, you are called to move with that same confidence. Yeshua reminded us, "Do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes?" These words are an invitation for the chosen ones to live in a state of trust, free from the anxieties that bind so many. But the question remains, how do you maintain this freedom in a world that constantly bombards you with things to worry about? When life throws its greatest challenges at you, can you still walk in the confidence of divine protection, or does the weight of the world eventually press in? Curiosity is a trait often associated with children, but it is also a powerful tool for the chosen ones. The world might teach you to accept things as they are, to stop questioning, to live within the limits set by society. But the chosen ones know that divine wisdom is often found by those who continue to ask, to seek, and to knock. Much like a child who marvels at the world around them, chosen ones carry a sense of wonder that propels them forward in their spiritual journey. This curiosity leads you to truths hidden beneath the surface, truths that others miss because they stop looking. For you, the journey of seeking is never over, and each revelation brings you closer to divine understanding. A child never stops asking, why? In the same way, you, as a chosen one, continue to ask questions about life, purpose, and the mysteries of the divine. This relentless pursuit of truth sets you apart. It's not about doubting what you've been told. It's about expanding your understanding, reaching deeper into the divine mysteries that others are content to leave unexplored. Curiosity also opens the door to spiritual revelation. The more you seek, the more is revealed to you. Yeshua once said, "Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you." For the chosen ones, this is more than a simple instruction. It is a way of life. You are called to never stop seeking, to always be open to new insights and revelations. But the path of curiosity is not without its challenges. How do you continue seeking when the answers don't come quickly? What happens when the quest for truth leads to more questions? Can the chosen ones find peace in the process, or does curiosity leave you always searching, never satisfied? Humility is one of the most misunderstood qualities in today's world. For the chosen ones, humility is not weakness, it is a hidden strength. Much like a child who understands their dependence on others without shame, the chosen ones walk with a deep awareness of their reliance on the divine. This humility opens doors to power, wisdom, and grace that the proud will never access. In a world that promotes self-reliance and independence, the chosen ones understand that true strength comes from knowing when to lean on the divine. You are not called to walk this path alone. Just as a child seeks the guidance of a parent, you seek guidance from a higher source. This humility doesn't diminish your strength, it enhances it. The world sees humility as a sign of inferiority, but for the chosen ones, it is the key to unlocking divine favor. You understand that by lowering yourself in service to others, you rise in spiritual authority. Humility allows you to navigate challenges with grace and to remain unshaken by the trials that overwhelm others. This quality, often hidden, is one of the most powerful traits of the chosen ones. Yeshua exemplified this, saying, "Whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven." This quote reflects the essence of what it means to live humbly. It is through humility that you find favor with the divine, and in that favor you are empowered to do great things. But the path of humility is not easy. In a world that glorifies pride and ego, how do the chosen ones maintain their humble spirit? And what happens when your humility is tested, when the world demands you rise in pride? Can the chosen ones remain humble without becoming invisible? Or does humility require you to sacrifice recognition entirely? The chosen ones have a unique ability to tap into creative energy, and much of that comes from embracing a sense of playfulness. While the world may see play as something reserved for children, the chosen ones know that creativity and play are deeply connected. This childlike playfulness is not about avoiding responsibility, but about approaching life with a lightness that invites inspiration and innovation. Playfulness allows you to see the world through a lens of possibility. Where others see obstacles, you see opportunities. This sense of wonder and curiosity opens doors to creative solutions that the logical mind often overlooks. Play is a form of exploration, and through it, the chosen ones unlock new realms of creativity and divine insight. When you engage in play, you step into a flow of divine energy that fuels your spirit. It is no coincidence that some of the most profound breakthroughs come in moments of playfulness. Creativity is a gift from the divine, and the chosen ones are called to nurture it, not stifle it under the weight of the world's expectations. Play is also a form of spiritual renewal. It reminds you that life is not only about achieving and striving, but about experiencing joy and connection. It is through play that the chosen ones often find their greatest ideas and deepest insights. By remaining playful, you align yourself with the divine source of creativity. But what happens when the world demands seriousness and productivity? How do the chosen ones balance playfulness with the responsibilities of life? Can creativity thrive in the face of pressure, or does playfulness eventually fade under the weight of expectation? Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness in this world, yet the chosen ones understand its true power. Like children who express their emotions freely and without shame, the chosen ones embrace vulnerability as a gateway to deeper connection and strength. In a world that teaches you to guard yourself, being open is an act of courage. For the chosen ones, vulnerability is not about exposing yourself recklessly, but about living authentically. It is through this openness that divine healing flows. By allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you invite deeper relationships, greater insights, and a clearer understanding of your own purpose. It is in the moments of vulnerability that you are closest to the divine. The world sees vulnerability as a risk, but for the chosen ones, it is a path to growth. You understand that being vulnerable allows you to access parts of yourself and others that are often hidden beneath layers of fear and self-protection. Vulnerability opens the door to healing, both for yourself and for those you encounter. Yeshua demonstrated this in his life. His vulnerability, shown through compassion and willingness to love without boundaries, was a source of strength, not weakness. It was through his openness that the world was changed, and the chosen ones are called to walk in that same spirit of vulnerability. "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God," he said, reminding us that vulnerability is connected to purity and vision. But how do you stay vulnerable in a world that constantly tells you to protect yourself? What happens when your openness leads to pain or betrayal? Is it possible to maintain vulnerability while still guarding your heart? A pure heart is the hallmark of the chosen ones. Much like children whose intentions are untainted by hidden agendas, the chosen ones live with a purity that guides their every action. This purity is not just about morality, it is about alignment with divine purpose. When your heart is pure, your life reflects that same clarity. The chosen ones walk through life with clear intentions, free from manipulation or deceit. This purity of heart is not always easy to maintain, especially in a world that rewards selfishness and cunning. But for the chosen ones, living with a pure heart is non-negotiable. It is through this purity that divine power flows, allowing you to manifest your highest purpose. A child's purity is reflected in their transparency. They say what they mean, and their actions align with their words. For the chosen ones, this same purity is essential. Your intentions must be clear, your heart free from malice for the divine to work fully through you. This purity is a beacon, drawing others toward the light that you carry. The purity of heart that the chosen ones possess is also what allows you to access deeper levels of spiritual understanding. Yeshua once said, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." This statement is a reminder that purity of heart opens the door to divine revelation. It is not about being perfect, but about living with an honest and clear spirit. Yet in a world filled with temptation and corruption, how do the chosen ones maintain this purity? Is it possible to stay untainted by the world's influence, or does the pursuit of a pure heart leave you vulnerable to disappointment and disillusionment? The chosen ones are called to embrace the spirit of a child, not just in fleeting moments but as a way of life. To walk in divine freedom is to live with the heart of a child, free, unburdened, and connected to a higher source of joy and strength. This eternal childlike nature is what sets the chosen ones apart, allowing you to navigate life with a sense of freedom that others can only dream of. Divine freedom is not about escaping responsibility, but about living without the chains of fear, worry, and doubt. Much like a child who trusts without reservation, the chosen ones walk through life with complete trust in the divine plan. This trust allows you to experience life in its fullness without being weighed down by the pressures of the world. The eternal child within you is a reminder that life is meant to be lived with joy, curiosity, and a sense of wonder. You are not called to carry the burdens of the world on your own. Instead, you are invited to walk lightly, knowing that the divine is carrying you through every trial, every challenge, every unknown path. Yeshua once said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." These words echo the promise of divine freedom for the chosen ones. You are called to rest in the knowledge that your path is guided, your steps are ordered, and your spirit is free. But the question remains, how do the chosen ones maintain this childlike freedom in a world that constantly demands more? Can you hold on to the spirit of the eternal child, or does the weight of life eventually pull you away from this divine freedom? Chosen ones, if you enjoy our videos and would like to support our channel, feel free to buy us a coffee. The link will be in the description below. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.